All right. I think we are live on on YouTube for weekly masters, a monthly master email master chat with no limit email members, and we will be back into groove of things soon as everybody starts dripping into the room, and we will play the song, and we will get back on, guys. Enjoy. So let me see what happens, why we cannot share sound. Share sound. Share with audio. Add. Alright. Add. Okay. I got it. Um hopefully you can see my screen. And that being said, guys, it's going to be a nice, interesting stream, a Sunday gathering of No Limit Emails family members, and Email Master Series Episode 2. Actual episode 2. So enjoy the song, guys. We will get back in when we get a few of the members in. Let's start this. I will see you in a second.
Plant your dreams in fertile ground. Watch them grow, no bounds. We're the rain that helps them thrive. In every act, your spirit's alive. Roots in the rain, spreading wide and free. Join the family and let your kindness be. With no limit emails, we touch every shore, connecting hearts forevermore. We're the vein in your connection, the path to new reflection. In this world we're by your side, with every step we are your guide. In the digital world we create, your kindness will resonate. No limit to what you can achieve. Just plant your roots and believe. Roots in the rain, spreading wide and free. Join the family and let your kindness be. With no limit emails, we touch every shore, connecting hearts forevermore. In the digital world we create, your kindness will resonate. No limit to what you can achieve. Just plant your roots and believe. Roots in the rain, spreading wide and free. Join the family, let your kindness be. With no limit emails, you touch every shore, connecting hearts forevermore. So connect your roots, let them grow strong. No limit emails, you'll find where you belong.
All right, welcome everybody. Good evening. This is Evan, behalf of No Limit Emails. As always, welcome. Thank you for joining live stream. Uh, we are currently on StreamYard, waiting for some of our members get back in. Uh, Hi, Barb. Hopefully you can hear me. If you hear me, I have this put the chat link in the chat for the StreamYard if you guys want to jump in. You can be off cam if you want to, just be in audio if you want to. Jump in and out as you wish, no worries, whenever you can. So there is no kind of rush or any obligation, just feel free, guys. I have shared the new invite link in the 0 to million room, so you guys should be able to get it from there. If you want to be obviously on YouTube, on live, anything that you like to guys to do. Of course, if you want to watch, that's okay. And as it is, we doing the last Sunday of the month for members. Members kind of Q&A and ask question and generally talk about what we are doing in No Limit emails, and as well as kind of share our screens with you guys and work on some things on screen to just kind of show you what we are talking about is actually happening, not just we are talking about. So please feel free join in when you guys can. You're okay in backstage, that's fine for sure. For sure, I agree. Where you're doing one thing again. Yeah, I can. Obviously, as you all know, last time we did a panel. Obviously, recording didn't work very well, so we will try to kind of organize a little bit better this time. Obviously, if you guys are not kind of ready and all that, that's fine. I can do some of the talks and show some of the stuff that we normally do on live stream. Of course, feel free jumping in into the conversation anytime you like, and also if you obviously like to jump in, actually share your screens and things like that, and what you're doing. Of course, just kind of show only what you want to show type thing. No obligation whatsoever, guys. But generally, when you see my system, we are all talking about same system. So literally everybody has same thing. That being said, as usual, let's start kick off with a saying thank you for everybody who's joined us. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you putting your trust in us, guys, to build a system for you. Please be patient, provide your domain, add your domain to Cloudflare, send us your Cloudflare login details, as I always repeat this, and make sure that you guys, let me just stop the sharing here, guys, remove, so I can see if you can hear my audio. And also, just a moment, let me see if I can make my camera work here. Haha, okay, now it's better. Uh, so, so you guys can see I'm not a robot talking, like I'm not an AI agent. Anyway, thank you guys for joining once more. Please provide us the details and also literally follow along with the guide that we give you guys. And just in this period, be a little bit patient. We will do literally everything that is possible in our part. We will build your system and give you kind of your login details. It is kind of a little bit manual work in our end, so just be patient. In that period, we will kind of like be in contact with you. Of course, um, as always that you guys can reach out to us so many ways, obviously, be it in Telegram, be it just being on a live one of these live rooms, and as well as every day I'm live personally on YouTube on this channel. The last, I don't know, 130 days in a row, every day we've been doing one stream list and sometimes even two, just so you guys can have ways that really you can talk to us. And of course, we made it so easy, especially with meet elements, that we all can have a room and kind of be like the situation, share each other's screen, share a basically everything that we want to happen, and help each other to make the system work for you. And do not hesitate. As you can see, Doug's joined us on screen. So as a members, we always connected like this. And as obviously yesterday's stream, we celebrated kind of 1,000 hours non-stop actually connected on screen. Is pretty amazing. So we are not hiding, guys. If you join No Limit emails, there are so many options and possibilities that you can connect with us. So we are not connecting with any of our members with via robot chat or AI chat type of things. For us, it's all like one to one and human to human. That's where everything kind of we really believe should be. So we all helping each other. That being said, congratulations to everybody who's got the account since last stream, which is we do release counts quite regular, guys, depending what kind of count is kind of ready to go, and through the times, obviously, whoever's counts been received, as you all know, I always kind of send you invitation so we can have a face-to-face meetup like this, so I can share my screen and help you guys get started. And we will talk a little bit about that in a moment with the dog, and as well as some of other members that will join us. And this stream is basically like family stream, guys. There is nothing being organized or being kind of staged. What you see in here is real, and therefore we are human beings. We do make mistakes, guys, and I also have emotions. So just kind of taking that in account. And let's welcome also Barb. And we will start. Welcome. We will start with Doug. Welcome, Doug. And as a email master of No Limit Email family, please introduce yourself and get us going.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes, I
can well.
can.
Excellent. My name is Doug Halfpenny. My moniker is Halfer. Probably because when I was younger, much younger, I must say, they called me Half-Wit. And so I just shortened that so that it didn't sound so bad. And
That's not fair. You're brilliant.
as compared to, yes. Uh, anyway, about 3 years ago, I met up with Evan 4 years ago. We met up with Evan and I watched No Limit Emails come from virtually a dare or being told that he couldn't do anything to today where it's a commanding presence on the internet, sending millions, tens of millions, actually hundreds of millions of emails. My own systems have put through 5 to 6 million in the last, actually, what is it? Just now, I guess it's 90 days. In the last 90 days, and I'm going to start a new website, as you can see underneath my name here, managedemailservers.com, because basically that's what No Limit Emails has become, a managed server. Evan and his team do all the management in the background, and we have all the fun in the foreground. And so I would actually join or recommend anybody join with one of us here that are in the 0 to million room and come and see what we're doing. And we'd all gladly give you a demo of our systems. And maybe even if you wanted to, you could give us your email list and we would verify it for you and actually mail for you. And so you could compare it to whatever you're using now. And I'd be more than happy to do that. I can't speak for everybody, but that would be my pleasure to do that. And this has just been a remarkable journey for me. I'm 75 years old, which is way too old to be doing this stuff, but I'm having way too much fun to quit. Here we are.
Good segue to reach to Barbara. Welcome, Barb. And this is obviously our second kind of gathering as a group. Hopefully, we'll get bigger as time goes by. Please give us your short introduction and your experience so far. What happens with you in a no limit email systems, like as Doug manages
Already.
managed service.
So yes, your audio just for a second didn't come out well for me, but I think you just asked me to watch as Doug is moving off the side. Okay, you just asked me to give an introduction for myself, right?
Yay.
Excellent. All right. My name is Barb Ling, and right now there's basically two versions of me. There is one part that is in DAB coaching. I run DAB coaching with my partner, Dennis Becker. It stands for the amazing Dennis and Barb, DAB, because if you were to go with Barb and Dennis, you get that. So, right.
That would be bad.
So, together, what we happen to do with emails, no problem. Um, let me start that again. That's one aspect of all aspects of internet marketing coaching is what I do there. And the other entity of myself is called a virtual coach. And I've had this domain and this reputation now since about what? Oh, wow. 1996, 1997. And that's, you can verify that as well on the Wayback Machine. That is kind of like an introduction. But as far as email and as far as no limit emails goes, I really literally thank the day that I was in the right place at the right time. And I was able to see a message that Doug had discussed regarding no limit emails. And it sounded intriguing. I joined it. And I've been doing email marketing for a long time. This was back probably around the days that the Earth's crust cooled, sometime around then. And I don't even know what you're trying to say over there. So can I continue?
Yeah, I was actually
Okay, good.
talking. I was talking.
What I
into
love
the
about
mic to
no
the
limit
Chris.
emails is not only the technology, not only the ease of use, but also the community, the ability to network with one another. And a perfect example of this is earlier, Doug had said, and if you would like, send me your email list and we'll can mail for you, et cetera, et cetera. And I know the vast majority of people, if you heard that, you'd say, why would I give somebody my email list, et cetera? But that's the kind of people we are. We tend to, we go out of our way for our colleagues and even for folks who haven't joined. If there's any way that we can help, we're there. This sense of community, this sense of dynamic gathering and being willing to step up to the plate and help in any way that we can, I literally never before have ever experienced something like that. And the last thing I would like to contribute is that this is the only software platform that I've been on where the owner, creator, developer, the big boom ba here, who is right now in my upper left over here, Evan, he does webinars and lessons every day. And then afterwards, we join in our group. And if anybody has a question, I mean, boom, he drops everything and we work it out. And I've had the experience of him working off hours trying to solve a user input error of myself that was my own mistake and such. So, yeah, it is seriously an honor and a privilege for me to be involved with this group and this caliber of peoples. And that is my introduction. Very quick.
Appreciate that, definitely. Welcome, Chris. Good time joining. Hopefully, your audio is my audio actually working better.
My audio is working too, I guess.
Very good.
Yeah.
I can hear all of you pretty clear, and hopefully, my stable. Go ahead, Chris. Please tell us. yourself and your experience with No Limit Emails family.
Well, I will give you an actual family experience that I had just yesterday with No Limit Emails. I have a brother who lives in Arizona, and he works for a company that sells advertising in gyms, 24-hour gyms like Planet Fitness and so forth. And they scroll through local advertising with local businesses to uh, to present them on these screens that do nothing but talk about, the hours that the gym is open, the different classes that are available, and they promote local businesses. He knew that I had done email marketing, and he contacted me yesterday and said, "Hey, this is a new job. I've only been here for 2 or 3 months." And something weird happened. I mentioned to my boss that my brother does email marketing, and I asked him if I could try email marketing. And his boss said, "No, email marketing is a waste of time." And my brother said to me, "You have a site where you email stuff and you get sales every week." I said, "Yeah, I do." And he goes, "Okay, well, how do we proceed?" And I said, "Send me the script that you use." So he sent me the script, and I looked at it and I tweaked it and I sent it back to him. I said, "Here's your script." And he said, "You mean something that is just that simple?" I said, "Yeah, if all you want is for the person to pick up a phone and say, 'Hey, what you have to offer sounds interesting. Can you come in and give us, tell us what it's about? Can you send me some additional information?' That's it. When email is stripped down to its basic essence, it is a fantastic communication tool because everyone who is on a computer every day or a phone checks their emails multiple times a day. So those people that say email is, oh, that's old fashioned, oh, that's grandpa type of marketing. It's not. It is the most cost effective and the best way to market. So my brother's company has 85 other um, salespersons throughout the United States that are selling this product. And he said that if he uses it, if I set it up for him and I help him, then he will have all 85 of his other guys say, and he will give us a testimonial to say that this works, plus the names of the other guys at the local areas that they're at and everything else, so that we can now market to those folks direct. Now, internet marketing lends itself very well to get your foot in the door. In this post-COVID world, people are kind of leery of, having you just knock on a door and just walk in out of the clear blue. They want some kind of indication that you're somebody. What do you want to talk about? Okay, let me give you a call and let you know if I'm interested. That's the world that we live in now. And there is no better tool in the world than internet marketing. I kind of shot myself in the foot when my brother asked me, well, how much do one of these email servers cost a month? And I said, currently, right now, it's about $75 a month to start. For the basic email server is only $75 a month. And he couldn't believe me. He said, no, because I pay more for my CRM. I said, guess what? Once you have this system, you don't need a CRM because it is a complete CRM. And he goes, well, we use this stuff called Mautic. Are you familiar with it? And I said, yeah, very familiar. Believe me, this will replace your Mautic. So he is kind of excited. I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to work for him. And he thinks that once he does this, because there's his boss had mentioned there's 5 gyms owned by one company in your area. Go to each one individually. He said, no, what if I offered the same thing to all 5? Because once one of them had it, the other ones are going to want to have it as well. So if you go to the first one and the guy says, no, I don't want it, then you go to the second one and the guy says, hey, the guy at the first place said you were here. No, we don't want it. You're going to hurt yourself. So he thinks if he can promote himself to 5 different places at the same time, his odds of closing deals are going to be much better. It's a full year of advertising. It's less than $3,000, so it's a really good deal to begin with. Advertise 24 hours a day. Those gyms are open 24 hours a day, and it just scrolls your ad in front of people. That so if that is your target audience, people that go to fitness facilities and clubs, that's how you go. And that's the same way you find info people on the internet to email to. Same way, same issue. So I've tried all the other systems out there, the MailChimp, the Aweber's, everything else. After my account was canceled on Aweber and MailChimp, I was a little bit leery talking to Doug and Evan about this system. But I've been using it now for almost a year, and it is the best thing. The best thing. If you got a business and you need to reach out to people to bring in more leads, nothing better. Nothing. I have not been able, and I believe me, I spent about 20 grand running Google ads and Facebook ads, and it was money flushed away. Every penny that I've spent on no limit emails has doubled, tripled, and quadrupled. Uh, so need to really give it a thought. If you're taking your email marketing and your uh, marketing serious to reach new customers, this definitely needs to be a part of that equation. So that's all I have to say about that. That's
Thank you so
and
much
of
for
course, in
that.
case you didn't know, I am the best dresser in the room. So
Yeah,
I have my
thank you so much for
martini
that, Chris.
shirt, and I
Uh,
mean,
I mean, like, obviously, when people look at us on screen, everybody's obviously can see us. We are not really like in our 20s, and we are not kind of Gen Z, so to speak. So, we, between us in the room and here, as a collective, good amount of time history on Earth and the things that we done and have experience of, and obviously, uh, bring us together for a good purpose. I think I really, really believe this, that we as No Limit Emails are standing for a portion of the society that is 100% necessarily need help. And that help is not being kind of easy and not being really cheap, and it's not everybody's not being prepared to go on the trenches to fight for us, so to speak. And we try to basically do that with a dignity, with honesty, with kind of being with connection, and of course, the whole idea is actually build something that is beneficial. Doesn't matter your circumstances, doesn't matter your experience, doesn't matter like your age and your location. All these divisions kind of being walls being broken, uh, allowing us that the work can remotely truly utilize internet to actually make something happen, reach out to people. And so far for us has been absolutely amazing experience. As a user point of view myself, it's just been amazing experience that you have a power that you could reach many many millions of people. And as you know, like for myself as a challenge, the challenge is really many people didn't believe that we could sustain. That's one thing, like because there's obviously so much involved. Many people still kind of will stay on the kind of fence, thinking, "Oh, maybe this has come today and gone tomorrow" type of scenario. Because of obviously some companies require you exist for at least 10 years before they even decided to even talk to you. Uh, so in essence of what's going on in the world is very hard to kind of get really public trust in any sense, in any shape, in any form. So for us to get you guys trust, you guys experience is the truth, and that itself is kind of say quite a big kind of thing about really what is No Limit Emails is all about. Is about allowing individual to have access to true internet of things, with a good data and utilize, never kind of struggle, never pay for a fake platform advertising. I mean, all advertising, essentially, we paying for attention grabbing, right? Just attention. And no limit emails obviously allows us to get this better kind of attention and as and when we want, without having like somebody like, I don't know, Trump say shut your network down. But generally, it's also privatizing in on individual senses. So everybody has. I really believe everybody should have their own home to live in. I really believe that. So just like every living creature has a home on Earth in some place, but we as individual, we should also have a digital home that belong to us, not belong to many other people, and just have a trusted maintenance people to take care of the infrastructure. So it is challenge, as you all know. Really, the trust factor is the biggest challenge in the world, and to gain that is only we can prove with time and with mass. And you guys are kind of like first steps of it, so to speak, showing our longevity, our commitment to each other. That's kind of one factor. So if Chris has a problem, we never left Chris on the corner just kind of sobbing himself. Uh, and if he's didn't able to do it, can we do it for him? That's another kind of equation. So if he's asked, can we do it one single task or just basically favor? Why not? If you have the tool, why shouldn't? If it doesn't cost that much, why shouldn't we? So we enabled each other that basically we all can send email for each other without losing any money. And that's itself is huge as a group. And also collective power of reach. Now, if we combine all of us together to try to reach out of just, let's say, specific group of people, and this could be within tens of millions that we have ability to do. And I think that itself is kind of is not really something to kind of take it lightly. So we will obviously like develop more stuff, as you all know. All the stuff that we're really building and injecting into the system is comes absolutely with no extra charge, and as well as to our commitment to everybody in the No Limit Emails family is proof, a testament of honesty is our own price, guys. Last 3 years we never changed that on a single cent. So that itself should kind of give us some indication in the industry that we are in the space that we are in, to show you don't have to really have a huge investment to have a good working server, for example, uh, richly without issues. And we've proven that not just one, by hundreds and hundreds of servers that we kind of take care of. And also the sustainability part, like, uh, only time really we shut the network down when we see really big either cyber threat or something huge change need to happen in the system wise that we shut kind of just traffic coming in. But beside that, our own uptime being is pretty kind of solid. Last 4 years, obviously. I mean, we never been honestly 24 hours period down, as you all know. I'm just business guys like yourself. I don't want my business to be fully asleep for 24 hours. So is we understand that side of it as well. And for me, it's been absolutely pleasure to be working with you guys, having a conversation with you guys, uh, asking you questions, answering your questions, working together, making things, oh, this could be this way, and having a kind of literally idea storming room that has been running for 1,000 hours. There is no coach in the world can provide that. Like collectively, we proving to the rest of the society, rest of the world, there is better way that we can connect, communicate, do business honestly, and really genuinely help each other. And that's right for me is just the core of the things is really all about can me personally be responsible to take care of something for you guys. 100% responsible, not kind of tweak it, not like sugarcoat stuff. Can I really be a person that can be, you can hold me accountable? So that's the kind of really companies they don't serve us like this ways, and that's why we try to be all as for one and one as for all. As you can see, so far we proving that yes, we can improve on data, we can improve our own kind of really infrastructure that we can control, and we can scale up without really having a reliance of big kind of money. And as you all know, all leads to the price. And we so far been the best ever thing ever happen in the email marketing scene when it comes to price. I mean, evidence is there, our track records there. Last 3 years we haven't changed our price single cent. Every other company last 3 years changed their prices at least several times. And not just actual that side of it, every tech company, commodity company, everything that we consume has price increased at least 3, 4 times. But in the technology sense of things, the truth is there, the track record's there. Everybody can check us on a way back machine to look us our prices, see if there's anything changed. So this is our commitment, guys, for us to be a really just sportive group of people that genuinely know how to solve certain issues and solve them without really kind of cutting corners, and that kind of stuff. It's just generally it's been eye-opening for me to actually work with the system myself, sending so many gazillions of emails. And as well as we prove to the rest of the world, we also don't have to be basically playing a game of scarcity that is not enough for anyone. Like, we know there's plenty of data, it's just like really is unbelievable amount of data out there. There's plenty for everybody to utilize, and we've proven that. Like, we proving between each other, we exchange millions and millions of bits of emails. We send millions and millions of emails each day, and it's so far has been absolutely just game changer. I mean, like really, like you mentioned, Chris, if you're really serious about your own infrastructure that you can control in the internet, you have to put really no limit emails in the at least one corner of your infrastructure so it doesn't collapse. Because it's literally without that, my business has collapsed. For example, my social media business has collapsed, guys. On Facebook, I'm dead. Doesn't work for me. Is Facebook suspended, right? So, but as you all kind of witnessing, every single day I did a live stream, I reach out to thousands of people. Is not theoretical, is not made up, is actually real, and that's what I'm doing. That's what we share in every single day, and that's why this is important. Internet is being kind of literally ruled by the corporations so big that nobody has enough power to kind of get in. And we try to be as sportive for everybody in any sense, any community, be it any organization, any institution, any government, any business, any individual can literally utilize the tool for their own needs, their own wants, their own kind of way of doing things on the internet. And of course, we just want to be really helping people to reach out more people. That's our goal. Our goal is not make money. Our goal is to just solve a problem of making sure that more people can connect each other. So
Hey,
that's
Evan,
basically my
what
take on.
did you ever find out why they kicked you off of the social media platforms?
Well, because they are not secure. They get hacked and somebody spoof your account and they suspend you. So I was on my Facebook getting hacked when I was still logged in my Facebook. Facebook sent me notification says somebody add Instagram to your account, we are suspending you for 180 days. And then no way that you can talk to Facebook. Like literally there is no way that you can speak to them. They can speak to you like, but you cannot speak back. Like really when you try to get help, it just doesn't exist. I mean, like literally this kind of social media platform that we rely on, try to have outreach and try to make a business, and you can say is literally is not secure, is not safe, and then this kind of thing happen, your business dead. So imagine really no limit emails dependent on a Facebook page and Facebook group or Facebook something, and we'd be dead, right? And that's
I mean,
why we need
I
this.
just see too many businesses that rely on Facebook as their only means of having any kind of a website or any kind of marketing. They say, "Oh yeah, here's my marketing plan. Let me send you to our Facebook page." It's just ridiculous, or Instagram or whatever. LinkedIn is probably the best of those networks, but if you're
Yeah,
building
definitely
on
LinkedIn.
somebody else's
Definitely
thing,
LinkedIn is best a little bit like, and also like if you look at it, just what's happening to myself as an example of real like case thing. Like I am a business guy, right? We have groups. I've been publishing Facebook thousands of videos on the Facebook platform itself. Last few years I've been publishing there. I haven't had a single warning from Facebook saying my content breaks the TOS, as we done so many lives. And according all this data that they have, while I'm logged on to my account, somebody else can hack to their system, change my Facebook account to the fake Instagram account, try to spend money on Instagram ads because Facebook counts if it's connected to the ad account, then they will basically spend that money on it. You can't get that money back, but luckily in my thing, I didn't have any paid ad accounts with Facebook, so they couldn't really steal any of my money. But then Facebook obviously penalized me. So, and when I tried to reach out to help, really nothing exists. There is no way that you can reach out to Facebook. Every email goes to the black hole. If you try to make a phone call, there's nobody available. If you try to send them a DM or message in any platform, even at Zuckerberg, at whatever, nothing works. Nobody replies. Literally, it's like a place that has no way to take care of the members. Like no admins, no kind of seems like Facebook is all run by AI. Literally, no human beings there. Just Mark Zuckerberg's burning the dollars. Like to me, this look like that. Like literally, even AI has got better kind of sense of to even answering us some questions. But Facebook is like to me is literally is useless platform. Nobody should really use it or rely on it as a social media platform or as a business platform. It just proved to me is being fake. Like if they cared about me as a person, this should not happen in first place. Like they should not have such a weak security system in place that somebody just can hack all of their network. I mean, they try to be bank of the world. Would you trust MetaBank to put your money in? So like that's the situation we have in the world. That's why we need secure, safe our own places, guys, and the places that we need to control. And the data ownership have to be belong to us, just like we own the land. So generally, looking at the systems like this, what we have is, as you can see, how powerful it is, how empowers us without really relying on any third party out there to try to at least connect the rest of the world, talk to the people, or get seen by people. So Facebook's there to show your ad to somebody. So you go to Facebook to try to buy attention out of the Facebook. How are you going to buy attention out of the Facebook algorithm when they really don't care for human beings? Doesn't make no sense, guys. So not many people tell this kind of stories about Facebook or Twitter or I don't know, even Google, even YouTube, for example. YouTube is kind of like also another like literally ad farm. But at least YouTube content is more educational stuff than just like Facebook private feed, so to speak. So Facebook only want to show you what they want to show you. They don't care how many friends you have, what your friend posted. If your friend send you a message, they don't really care about anything like that. So we see that ourselves, like literally right now. If Facebook care about human beings, why is so many millions of Facebook accounts getting hacked, guys? Why so many millions of Instagram accounts getting hacked? why so many millions of WhatsApps getting hacked. WhatsApp never used to get hacked before the Facebook bought them. And if you already know, lately, yesterday, the Telegram guy got arrested, right? So, France arresting the guy who's created the Telegram app. Again, this guy's created an application that everybody in the world just want to speak to each other. I mean, it's not kind of his fault that people do bad things. So similar thing with email stuff. Like, people will do bad things if we cannot really control it. But luckily, we can control it to a certain degree, so the people actually who use our system don't do bad things. Doesn't stand for bad things. They have no bad intentions. But obviously, when we release technologies in the world, as soon as you release technology, you are basically enemy of the state, guys. If it doesn't matter what technology you release, if it's not your government, you are enemy of the state. That's how they look at it, like really, and that's why sometimes I look the Chinese system is better, but at least it's all included. But really, they pushing us to become like Chinese system, and we are against that. We want individually, we still could have our own space, at least have a private place that me and you guys can talk. Like, not necessarily have every time we have to have a one minder to just be there to us to kind of conduct ourselves. And because obviously the world is losing trust each other, that's kind of one of my main kind of factor of this stuff. Everybody's working on security, safety, security, safety. Sure, let's work on security, safety to the frigging end of the moon. But really, how can you be secure and safe when the whole system itself is kind of not safe? So, like, inside not safe, try to create safe, logically, to me, is like a little bit insane stuff that we do in as a society. And for us, human beings should be a safe place. That's why we got out of the jungle, right? Because we were scared, like, the wild animals gonna eat our children. So, like, we always, as human beings, we want safe place, and internet is another place that we require the safe place. And obviously, not many people creating technologies because obviously you instantly against the states and everywhere else. And sometimes some brave people just got put their neck on the line, actually make them, and see what happens. Like the guy invented Bitcoin, for example. Cat is out of the bag, now society can do what they want to do with it. In our case, very similar, like, and also Telegram guy case is kind of very similar. So obviously, as a human being, we live in a rule-based world, for sure. We can agree that we live in on a rule-based world, but also there is a part of the world live on a non-rule-based world. And we also have to recognize that. But non-rule-based world is more people than the rule-based world. That's the kind of society we have. So how do you create a medium that can accommodate two in the same place? And this is where technology comes in, things like basically WhatsApp. I mean, Facebook spent billions of dollars to buy for WhatsApp. Why did they buy WhatsApp for, guys? If they had a Facebook with 7 billion people already, why they want WhatsApp? So they already had a messenger built. Why they buy WhatsApp? Doesn't make any sense. So this is about suppression. So the companies like Facebook will buy apps like this to suppress, to kind of take them out of the people's hands, so to speak, to be controlled, to be kind of basically spied on. And I hope they leave the guy alone, but I don't know. I mean, he's got plenty of cash. Yeah, I'm sure he'll have good lawyers. I really don't know why they even arrested him. He could be involved something else totally unrelated to the Telegram app itself. As you know, when people get billionaires, they do all sort of things. So we don't know yet really why why they arrested that guy. And I'm sure over a period of time, like any case, it will should show up. That guy's too big. So is also has a too big of a following in the world as well. Uh, we'll see what happens really with French and with this guy. I'm really kind of s- skeptic they will smear the guy with so many things. But as a human being, I really don't know. I mean, I don't know the guy. I really don't live guy's life. Just getting arrested from one country to the other could have many millions of things happen behind the scene. Besides something happen in a telegram between group of people. And that's another thing. Like, if we really shut things like telegram down, so where is really free speech? Where's the power of human to be able to just genuinely speak to other human being? It's kind of they try to get rid of that, like, and I think that is bad for whole of society. Uh, Free speech without rule is also kind of really a bit weird. You can't just say, okay, I have a free speech, but really I don't want to rule. And I think that itself is kind of dangerous for society. Like, we have to have a rule, we have to have a control, you have to have a some norms. Like, so the looking on security side of things, currently I classed myself as being abused by Facebook as a kind of stress level that has cost me personally. But obviously, imagine that I was really not kind of aware of things, really get upset about Facebook. So I could imagine how other people losing their accounts on a social media, how much emotionally they get upset and disturbed. And society should have a case against Facebook about this kind of things, pay for people's treatments, because we should have a rule. If we got protect the rules, that we abide by them, that we also should have a rule. The general society, if a company is so big doing bad things,
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt, Evan. My great grandson just got here, so I got to keep an eye on him until he gets picked up in a little bit. So I'm going to come off screen, but I will still be listening to what's going on.
sure,
So,
sir, don't worry, jump in, jump out as you
very good.
wish, no worry, Chris. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, for me, it's just been kind of interesting learning curve. Interesting that technologies designed to enable people, and we just making it enable. It's kind of really rewarding instead of restricting. So we will see where it's really like data goes, what kind of rules and stuff they create next couple of years will be important. I think what kind of new legislation's got to come up based on a kind of communication stuff is getting difficult. Suppression is happening pretty heavily, but as a private kind of network of the world right now, everything's still running pretty well. Uh, Currently, we actually don't detect any kind of like immediate big changes in the sense of email itself. Uh, but obviously, AI is evolving. The space itself is kind of modifying a little bit, well as big companies kind of, with help of AI, creating a new algorithms. So far, actually, all the updates kind of Google did, or Microsoft did, or Yahoo did, general network upgrades happen with the big networks, is so far is actually proved to be helpful towards the emails than not, based on our own data, like based on the numbers that we processed in last 4 or 5 months alone. Uh, is increased level of email usage is people who getting into the email is increasing. So I personally being kind of a little bit on a track hunting on this numbers increase. So you see the actual volume increase year on year on email send, and according to that, you see certain percentage how many more millions of people joining to do email. Kind of obviously help of Google, Microsoft to give this email function to everybody. So everybody's almost has email anyway. It's been very, very interesting period, especially between literally it's 2022 to 2024 right now. Uh, it's been amazing shift from the digital existence of businesses moving to the email side. As you know, Shopify stuff that doesn't work that well. All that kind of like e-commerce stuff kind of dwindled, but still some brands, really massive brands, makes really lots of money. For example, Kim Kardashian brand, still $100 billion a year. But it's physical kind of products, and they also majority of their income are like second sales coming from email. So the brands that they are getting big and or bigger, they struggling to utilize email because nobody provide them the scale. And this is like one area that I see all the big brands that really making at least like between 1 and 10 million a year. They all want system like what we have, like private CRMs, private service kind of like maintenance people. Because lots of the people really in that businesses, they really don't know tech stuff. I mean, Kim Kardashian is not gonna code PHP. Like, and that's the kind of stuff we see happening really. Like some of these big brands, they dominate email marketing. Majority of the emails going from the brand emails than just somebody generally spamming. Billions and billions, really. Like same as with publishing companies, sell basically lots of it through the email. Emails still really make the most sales transaction in the world than anything else. We see it like our own self. Doc can verify that since you've been using email, sir, did you make any money?
Since I began doing emailing, no, it wasn't until the last, uh, well, 4 months that I've been making money email on email, and that was no limit emails. For
Uh,
that, I kept getting shut down, or it charged for things that I couldn't delete. That was what really annoyed me. Was that um, if I had sent out an email and people had signed up and I sent an email confirmation. If they didn't confirm, I got charged for the lead, even though I couldn't send them any emails because they weren't confirmed.
mm.
So I don't worry about that anymore
I
with no
think I did
limit
had
emails.
same. I did had the exact same problem myself, Doc.
Yeah, I was paying
Like
money.
me and you before, like as you know, like we use some of the other tools to kind of clean email, verify email and stuff.
All those.
As as kind of like having experienced that and then experience really what no limit email does is kind of like just lifts you up in a notch, especially with not worrying stuff. And it's for me, it's been pretty amazing actually. Amount of heavy lifting the actual service, like server side, does the stuff for us is just kind of insane. The technological side of the really advancement of email, as you all know, really there is no system is like it. And the reason is no system is like it because we build it for ourselves. We didn't build it for anybody else. So the whole idea was originally we are not here to serve everybody else. Here we have a problem, we got to solve our own problem. And everything that is related to our problem, we are solving it with obviously development and introducing tools. And one of our biggest problem was getting email cleaned before we send, and getting email cleaned before we upload, getting email cleaned to just have the data. So everywhere we looked, I personally looked, as you know, I've been giving people to quote me on things, like based on 1 million or 2 million or 5 million emails. Literally anywhere that I went, if I wanted to verify 1 million emails, There was nowhere less than $3,000. But this is one time thing. Like, if I want to go back and clean it again 6 month time, I gotta pay same fees or even more. And we look at that, we says that is just literally extortion on people, that want to use the data. And we don't want that happen really to us. So we solve that issue by building a tool that works better than the places that would pay $3,000 every time, is faster, more accurate, and also actually works.
And
Like,
actually works. Right.
actually works.
Yeah.
Like, but even the other side, when they do it, when we do it with other tool, we always find there are still kind of weird emails and like non-valid emails because they're not really that. They don't have a problem on their hand, so to speak, Doug, like us,
I don't
to
think they're
solve it.
smart tools, though. The tools we were using aren't what I would consider smart tools. They, like, it would be easier for us to do it by hand. They left so much junk in when we were trying to validate emails. It was just, and then of course at the end of 24 hours, if you had to let it run that long, it would crash, and you got nothing anyway. So, but this
I
is
mean the
wonderful now.
I mean you could imagine that really having multiple sites with multiple million of kind of lists and not have a system to actually kind of do that task. It's just going to be really non-working, like it's just dead in the water, like so to speak.
Right, and probably get shut down.
True, because like data's not kind of clean enough. You don't know who you kind of contacting. You don't know if his email is valid, if his email inbox is full or empty, if it's being classed as a spam or not. All those kind of things, and knowing when we're using just lists that let's say we clean once a year. And obviously, to us, we looked at it. That's been a huge problem as a cost wise in us if we go with X guys. And then also the other factor was applying on even more expensive than the actual cost will be. How safe is my data is over there when I put it in?
Yeah,
So that's
we
the
have no
another.
idea. We had no idea.
So we have
Now,
no idea. So now we have idea, right? Now we have
yeah,
actual control over it. That's
we
the
have
thing.
control over it. That's the key. And so far, all of us have basically come in and said that we're trustworthy, and we've trusted each other, and we've shared data, we've done all those things, and no one has proved themselves untrustworthy, which is really wonderful as far as things go. Oh, I just checked the clock. It looks like we're running on to an hour again, Evan.
All right
So
then. Shall we head it back to the room after
let's
this?
let's head back to the room. And
All right.
anybody that wants to come on, that um, in the private room, in the member room, I am Doug.Halfpenny on Facebook. You can find Barb Ling as Mama Bear on Facebook, and Christopher D. Shulo again on Facebook. Sorry you can't find Evan, but if you ask us, we will give you the login so that you can come into the private room and tell us what your needs are and have a look and get a demo. We'd be more than willing to do that.
Yes, absolutely. Find us in the YouTube, find us in the internet, guys. Join us in
LinkedIn,
any
I
LinkedIn
know
and any
Barb and
places.
I are on LinkedIn. I think Chris is too.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Like, just basically find us, and even on one of the live room, if I'm not really answering the comments on the YouTube channel when we are obviously in the public on YouTube. If
right.
you are new to the channel, please let us know if we can help you.
I'm going
Let
to
us
put a
know if you
comment.
have any questions. Reach out to us, and I always leave the doc that with some information on the on the description of the video so you guys can have access to it. And as well as we keep improving that doc and adding more and more information and members kind of links. Enjoy, and I will speak to you guys on the next episode on the end of the next month. And this has been again is excellent. Thank you so much for you all joining in. I really appreciate your time, guys. And of course, as you all know, no limit email just works. That's why we didn't get any questions or technical stuff, guys. So nobody's system is keep breaking down that kind of like causing issues. That's why in this stream we never ask kind of anything question wise about no limit emails. We're not hiding anything. If you come in the room, we can show you everything's working perfectly. Uh,
Yes.
so make sure that you basically reach out to our panel members because they have a different superpowers, guys. They still have good deal power in their hand. And if you join in with no limit emails with any of this guy's invitation, you get plenty of the leads and you will get plenty of education, plenty of it take care of, plenty of hand holding, and as well as plenty of email writing and building together and sending if you do that. And that's what's really no limit emails is all about, guys. No
And a
one left
system
behind.
and a system that just works.
System that just absolutely works. So we love you guys, and I really appreciate you all putting time in. As we will do this once every single month, guys, as kind of a group chat, just being ourselves and talking stuff. As you know, we now and then deviate from the kind of chatting stuff, but we are human beings, guys, and we are all real. We are all friends. We are all part of the same family. And I personally appreciate all of us being here. And thank you so much once more. And we will see each other and catch up on the fourth episode of Family Members Get Together. Take care, everyone, and have a brilliant weekend.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.